Everyone, good morning. Hmm?
Morning.
Yeah, any doubts regarding yesterday's session and assignment, guys? Everyone are able to solve it? I think only one or two members have sent the assignment link. Guys, any doubts regarding yesterday's session and assignment? No doubts? Okay, let's go to today's session then. I think today the attendance is very low. Only four members have came. Okay, it's okay. As I was recording the session, they will take that as a reference. Okay, today we are going to discuss about how to write a code for generating a basic chatbot. Okay, today we are going to create a basic chatbot. So to create the chatbot, we have to know about this flow, logic, and regex for sure. So when you know about these three topics, then you will be able to code the chatbot. Let's see this. Yeah, chart logic, chart flow and components, regular expression in chart development, tips for effective chart development. Okay. Now chartbot logic. The chart logic refers to the underlying structure and decision making process that governs how a chartbot interacts with the users. Yeah, the chatbot logic is like whenever we'll be getting queries from the users. So what is the logic we are implementing? Like what is the logic behind it, behind the decision making, how it is responding, how it is answering to particular question. The logic behind that particular part is called chatbot logic. Every chatbot will be having uh different logics. Just like for some there is a logic, for different there is a logic. In that way, the chatbot also uh for some chatbots there will be their own respective chatbot logics. Now, key components of chat logic. In chart development, there are three fundamental components that shape the chatbot behavior: intents, entities, and context. Like in when you give a question, when a user gives the questions, there are three fundamental components: intent, entities, and context, where using these three, the chatbot will able to understand, and also it all using these three components only, it will also generate the response also. Okay, these three are very important for understanding and then searching the answer, or I mean generating the answer. These components work together to create meaningful and interactive conversations between users and the chatbot. Yeah, like everything, understanding and the decision making for processing the answer. For these two purposes, we need intents, entities, and context. Let's see what these three are. Okay, first one, intents. Intents represent the underlying goals or purpose behind user messages that reflect what the user wants to achieve through the conversation. In the short form, we can say that what is the goal of the question. For example, let's take an example. What is the weather conditions required to grow wheat crop? Okay, if this is the question I will be giving to a chatbot, like what is the weather conditions for growing a wheat crop? Here, what is the goal? We have to know the what are the weather conditions. So here the intent is, the goal is we have to find out the weather conditions. This is the intent. The goal is fixed. Now coming to the entities. Entities are specific pieces of information within a user's message that the chatbot needs to extract and understand. They provide context to the intents by identifying important details. Like we know the goal, wheat crops. There are some constraints like, I mean, the goal is like weather condition, right? Weather condition. What the weather condition? The goal is like finding out the weather conditions. But what are the extra information that we need? We have to, what is the extra condition here? We have to find for wheat crop. Wheat crop is the extra constraint or the extra data we needed for the answer. So the wheat crop comes under the entities. Now, finding the weather conditions comes into intent. Entities will have wheat crop. In that way, it will just mixes it and we understand weather conditions, wheat crop in that way. Now, context. Context involves maintaining the ongoing conversation's history. It ensures that the chatbot remembers previous interactions, allowing for more coherent and relevant responses. Like I have already discussed about this particular concept yesterday also. Like it have to store all the previous conversations. If you give another question, which will be linking with the first question we have asked, it should able to it should able to link the questions and it should able to answer us. So that is what context means. It have to store all the previous conversations, and in that conversation only it have to link between the questions, it have to answer us in that way. The context means that one. Yeah, now let's go to the example. Let us consider a okay, in this session we are going to discuss a code how to create a restaurant booking chatbot. Okay, let's consider a restaurant booking chatbot as an example to understand these components. A user types, I want to book a table for two at the Italian restaurant tonight. So I will repeat it again. I want to book a table for two at an Italian restaurant tonight. So what is the goal here? What is the intent? Booking a table, which is the goal, is the intent. And coming to the entities, what is the extra information we needed to understand the question? For two
At Italian restaurant tonight.
Italian restaurant tonight. These are the extra data we wanted for understanding. So, intents. The intent here is to book a table. The chatbot recognizes that the user goals is to make a reservation. And then entities. The entities in the message are two, indicating the number of persons, and Italian, specifying the cuisine preference. And the entities provide crucial details for the reservation. Like this, the chatbot will extract the intent, entities, and context to understand, and also to for the decision making. Decision making in the set what response it have to generate. In that way, these intents and entities are very much useful. Yeah, context. The context remembers the user's request and can refer back to it in the conversation. If the user asks what time is available, the chatbot can provide time options for the Italian restaurant. Like if the user asks what time it is available, to answer to this particular thing, it have to store the date of Italian restaurant night, and for two all this information it have to store, and according to that it have to give the time options to the user. So to give the time options correctly, it have to store that all the data. So that is what context means. Now, restaurant booking bot response. The chatbot responds by confirming the intent and acknowledging the entities. Certainly, I can help you book a table for two at a restaurant. We have availability of at 7 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. Which one do you prefer? Then the user will give some time like that. The chat will continues. So that continuation is nothing but we'll be calling as chart flow. Chart flow refers to the sequence of interactions and responses that guide a conversation between the user and the chatbot. It's just like a continuation of chart. Now, best practices for designing effective chart flows. Like this is like to make a chatbot more interactive and more um, efficient and more the users will get impressed how to make users impressed by our chatbot. These are like just some things that we must follow for a chatbot. Like if you are going to the school, the uniform is compulsory, right? Yeah, in that way, for creating a chatbot, these things are very valuable to make it more interactive. So the first point was a warm and personalized welcome message sets the tone for the conversation and establishes a friendly rapport with the user. It informs users that the bot's capabilities and guides them how to get started. Yeah, what does this mean was when you open a chatbot, the chatbot should print some welcome greetings to the user, and besides to that, it also have to tell what is the work that chatbot can do and how to use that particular chatbot. It have to explain its own ability to the user. Then the user will feel very friendly and very comfortable of using that particular chatbot. Okay, when you open the chatbot, firstly, what we have to do, the greeting message should be displayed, and then after, the capabilities of that particular chatbot should be displayed. For example, when you open the chatbot, hello, welcome to the chatties, your friendly restaurant booking assistant, how can I assist you today, like this. After opening the chatbot, at first the chatbot will have to take the initiative with the user. Then after, the second one is provide users with the options to engage with the chatbot based on their preferences. Present buttons or quick replies that guide users to different conversation branches. Like, to engage with the chatbot more, we have to give them different options that are available to make them more comfortable. Yeah, like this. What would you like to do today? You can book a table, check availability, or explore our menu. In that way, it have to tell what are the things that it can do for the user. The third one, prepare for scenarios where the chatbot doesn't understand the user's input or intent. Create fallback responses that apologize, seek clarification, and provide alternative suggestions. So here, what is the chatbot we are discussing about? Restaurant booking system, right? If the user gives any question related to maths or science, the chatbot can't give, because the chatbot only, what the chatbot can do was it just books the table. So if the user by mistakenly uh, use give another queries related to another science or max, then how the chatbot should respond? The chatbot should respond, sorry, it should apologize, it should seek the clarification in that, in the very slow manner, without showing any attitude, without the user gets irritated. We should say some apologize messages, like that we have to send. We have to seek clarification in a proper way. So here in the, for example, I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please rephrase your request or choose from the options below? In that way, the chatbot have to take the clarification from the user in a friendly way, so that the user won't get irritated. Yeah, these are the 3 points that we have to remember to make the chatbot very efficient, attractive, and friendly. Now, the most important part was regular expressions. So, for just for it's not for like to create a chatbot, these regular expressions are very important. So, all the chatbot is in these regular expressions only. Okay, let's see what these regular expressions are. Yeah, regular expressions. Regular expressions, often abbreviated as regex. Um, their regex are powerful and flexible sequences of characters that define search patterns in the text. Okay, the regex, the full form of regex is regular expressions. What does this regular expressions does was, if you want to, in the restaurant booking system, what we want date, on which date they are going to book the table, and time, on which time they want it. So if you give time like 365 colon 234, like that, will the chatbot, is that a correct time? No, right? But we know that it is a wrong time, but the chatbot don't know it is a wrong time. We have to tell the chatbot in the coding itself, if the time will be in this format, the date will be in this format. These are the only digits that are available, I mean, that are okay with the time format. The it can't exceed this limit. In that way, hours can't exceed this number, the date can't exceed this number. All these things, we know all these things, but the chatbot don't know all these things. We have to code them to make them understand. So the way, a process or a method that is available to make the chatbot know all these things through code is regular expressions. So regular expressions are like it will be giving a format in the code. So when the user gives an input, they will just search whether where is the format in the query or not. If there is something which is similar to that format, then the chatbot will think that that is time or that is date. If the format matches, then the chatbot will think that that is the date they are thinking, that is the time they are thinking. In that way, they serve as a concise and versatile tool for searching, matching, and manipulating strings of text based on specific patterns. The formats are nothing but the patterns. Yeah. Now, role in pattern matching and text manipulation. Regex plays a crucial role in pattern matching by allowing you to specify complex search patterns, making it easier to find specific pieces of information with a larger body of text. It enables text manipulation by providing mechanisms to replace, extract, or modify portions of text. Regex facilitates efficient and automated data processing tasks, streamlining tasks that would otherwise be time consuming or error prone. Like that is what we have discussed. If you in the code we'll be giving patterns for time and date. So the user gives a 10 sentences of a big question. So what will we do? The format we'll be giving in the code. The regex will do. What does this regex do? Us it just searches for that format in the query. It just go to word by word, word by word, word by word. If any word becomes similar to that particular format, then it will understand that it is a date or time. In that way, the regex searches and matches the patterns. Yeah. How to write the patterns for formats? So the first one is for dates. So if you want your date for month and dates, so this is the regex pattern. A slash D refers to digit. 4. In the flower brackets, we have written 4, right? So 4 digits are allowed, and hyphen slash D digit. 2 digits are allowed, and hyphen 2 digits in that way. Okay. If you give in a string 2023 8 1, then it will just searches for the pattern. Here, if you see 4 digits hyphen 2 digits hyphen 2 digits, it is matching with the pattern. So the chatbot will understand that it is the date provided by the user in that way. If you another one was has slash D means digit, plus means any number of digits. Plus means one or more than one digits. For sure, you have to give at least one digit there. So if you want to give a Aadhaar number, it is 12, okay. Or else if you want to know any number like if you don't know how many digits will be there in that particular number, in that purposes we can just mention like plus. If you know how many digits, we can mention as 4 in the flower brackets or any number. If you don't know any how many digits will be there in a particular number, then you have to give plus. Plus refers to one or more than one number of digits. Yeah, now regex applied in chart development. Regex is valuable for extracting specific pieces of structured information from the user messages, such as dates, addresses, and identification numbers. For instance, a chatbot can use regex to identify and extract dates mentioned in the user request for scheduling appointments. Yeah, that's what we have discussed. Yeah, regex can assist in recognizing custom commands or keywords within user inputs, enabling chatbot to perform different actions based on user interactions. Like not only in the dates, anything, Aadhaar number, addresses, and PAN number, anything we can customizely we can give the patterns in the code, and that can be searched in the queries. It allows the chatbot to respond appropriately to command like show weather, find nearest store, or translate of text, so that the chatbot will understand it quickly and it will respond immediately. Yeah, this is an example to extract a date from the query of the user. Okay, here, this is the starting of the code, guys. Here we are going to develop a restaurant booking restaurant. So for a restaurant booking chatbot, what are the things that we need to extract from the user's query? The first one is date and the second one is time. So let's now see how to extract date from the user query. So for those things, we'll be using functions for extract date and time. And then whenever we want to do it, whenever we want to use that code, we can call the function there. So import re refers to regular expressions. So all the functions that are that comes under regex are under re package. So we are importing re, and here we are defining a function for extracting the date. Def, the function name extract underscore date of text. Here text refers to the query that the user have given us. Okay, in the text only we have to extract and search for the pattern. So text is nothing but the question that user gives us. And next we are initializing the pattern. Pattern is equals to R. We should give R regular expression in the quotes. Slash B and slash B refers to starting and ending of the pattern. Then after we are giving the date, right? What will be the date? Here they are giving the pattern like days, day, and then after slash months, and then slash year. Listen carefully, guys. Here we are doing. So R refers to regular expression. Quotes, in the quotes we have to write regular expression. Slash B refers to starting and ending of the pattern. And now the first one is we have to take 2 digits. So for the digits it is slash D, 1, comma 2. 1 digit or 2 digit. If it is 1 to 9, 1 digit is okay. If it is after 9, it should be 2 digits, right? So 1 digit or 2 digits are allowed. Then after slash, this is the slash one, this is different and this is different, guys. Slash, and then after again slash D, 1 or 2 digits per month, and then slash D for year, This is the pattern, and we are storing it in the pattern variable. And here what does is read dot search does was it will search for the pattern in the text. In the pattern in the text it is searching. Okay, if there is something in that pattern, it will be stored in the match. The match will be like yeah, if match means if match has anything, if the match has nothing, this if will become false. If match has something, then this if will become true. Then after it will return match dot group. Group in the sense that particular pattern will be returned. I mean that particular part of string which is matching the format will be returned. If not, nothing will be returned in that way. Guys, did you get it? How we are extracting the date? Everyone? Guys, did you understood how we are extracting the date?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
The curly bracket, ma'am, 4
Yeah.
in the curly brackets indicates the year.
Yeah, four digits of years. I mean, year
Okay.
will be in 4 digits, right? So we give 4. If
Yes, ma'am.
you can write it 2, not an issue. Everyone understood, guys? I will go to the next one. Here we have extracted a date for booking restaurant chatbot. We have to extract time also. Let's see how to extract time. Yeah, this is for extracting the time. Yeah. Def, the function name, the text refers to the question that user gives to the chatbot. And here we are initializing the pattern. For initializing the pattern, we have to write R, and in the quotes, the starting and ending of the pattern should be slash B. Then after, how will be the time? I think here they have taken hours and minutes, I think so. Hours and minutes. So hours will be in digits, right? Slash D digits 1 or 2 each 2 slash D digits 2. You can also give here 1 comma 2, not an issue. Slash S star means space. Slash S refers to space. So if you give here time like 9:30, 9:30 and space AM or PM. So we don't know how many spaces. Maybe the user may give by mistakenly two spaces, or if the user didn't give any space, here we have a constant of spaces. How many spaces the user will give? So that is why here we have given slash s refers to space, star refers to zero or more than zero, any number of spaces. As we don't know the correct number of spaces that user will give us, so we have given here star. Star refers to 0 or more than 0 spaces. Then after, this particular statement refers to AM or PM. Anything is okay. AM or PM. And this is a slash B, the end of the pattern. And now match equals to read dot search pattern comma text. The pattern will be searched in the text comma re dot ignore case. Yeah, here AM PM are there. We don't know whether they will be given in the capital letters or small letters. So that is why we are telling the chatbot that to ignore the case. Even it is capital or small, consider the both capital and small as same only. That is the meaning for this read dot ignore case means. So in the match, we will be getting that particular part of string that is matching the time format. If match has something, that particular part of string will be returned. If match has nothing, nothing will be returned. Did you get it, guys? How we are extracting the time? Guys, any doubt?
Can you please
Yeah.
explain the pattern again?
Okay, pattern. Yeah, pattern. So the if the user gives 9:30 and AM in this way. So the first one will be 1 or 2 digits. The second one will be 1 or 2 digits. You can give here 1 comma 2, not an issue. And here what is there? Spaces is there. We don't know. Some users may give spaces. Some users may not give spaces. Some users may give two spaces in that way. We don't know how many spaces that a user will give. So spaces, for space you have to mention something. In AM or PM, for this also you have to mention something in the format. So R refers to regular expression. In the course we have to write the pattern. Slash B and slash B refers to start and end of the pattern. The first one is 1 or 2 digits. So slash D 1 or 2. And then after each 2. So we are directly mentioning each 2. Then after minutes slash D 1 or 2. Then after spaces slash S just like slash D refers to digits, slash S refers to spaces. And we don't know we know the particular fixed number of spaces. So we are giving star here. Star refers to 0 or more, whereas plus refers to 1 or more. Okay, 0 or more spaces are formatted. Then after this question mark is to refers to if else. Okay, if else. So if AM or PM in that way. AM or PM, we don't know what will be they giving, AM or PM and end of the pattern. Then after in the match, we are giving read dot ignore case. So some may be give capital AM, some may be give small AM, I mean small AM in that way. So we are telling for that purpose, we are telling uh, please consider capital A and small a, capital letters and small letters in the same way as same. So this is the meaning of that particular thing. Yeah, that's it. Did you get it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good. Everyone got it. It's very important to understand. Then only you can do the today's assignment.
Ma'am, I didn't understand
Sorry?
I didn't understand the pattern and the match part.
Date or time?
I think it's better if you
Time.
can show on the code.
Yeah, I think that'll be better.
Code.
Like an example code to understand better.
Yeah, this is like, okay, I will try to show. I mean, I have a complete chart board. I will try to explain that then. If I show the code also, the same thing will refer there also. Let's see. Guys, the session is going to end. Can you all just rejoin? just rejoin into the same link.